the umbilical cord prolapse is relatively a common condition in what obstetrics. Now, when we're talking about a lot of complications for the baby, we have always been mentioning umbilical cord prolapse. So you guys out there, you might be wondering, okay, what is this? So let's discuss it. Now, just look at this. The umbilical cord is supposed to be up here, supplying the baby with blood, taking the blood that is bad away. Do you understand? But if the umbilical cord falls down and blocks the cervix, sometimes it can fall down and wrap around the neck of the baby. That's what is called an umbilical cord prolapse. We'll look at the possible causes, we'll look at everything. Right. So it's a rare but serious obstetric emergency. It occurs when the umbilical cord slips through the cervix into the vagina. This is ahead of the baby during labor. The baby is supposed to go ahead of the umbilical cord. Alright? Falls here, it blocks it. We'll talk about the complications. Alright? So this can lead to what? Cord compression. This can even cut off the oxygen supply of the baby, and it can become an emergency. Of course, the umbilicus, it contains what? The veins in it, the arteries that take oxygenated blood, veins that take away deoxygenated blood. I think it's the opposite for babies. I think veins take oxygenated blood, arteries take deoxygenated blood, I think. So what happens in cord prolapse? Normally the baby is delivered first, followed by the umbilical cord. But in cord prolapse, the cord descends before the baby. Right? It can become compressed between the baby and the birth canal. This reduces the blood supply to the fetus. So you need an emergency delivery. So most of them, they go for cesarean section, so that they can cut off the umbilical cord and the baby will start breathing by themselves. Because for this, the baby is depending on the umbilical cord to be able to breathe properly. So for the types, we have the overt, where the cord is visibly or palpated, protruding through the cervix. We have the occult. This one, the cord slips alongside the presenting part, but it's not visible or palpable. We have the funic. The cord lies between the presenting part and the intact membranes, not yet prolapse. Signs and symptoms is there's sudden drop in the baby's heart rate. There's variable or prolonged deceleration in fetal monitoring. Visible or palpable cord in the vagina. Feeling the cord after the water breaks. Okay, that's at home. Women can start feeling this issue at home. Now, most of those conditions, if you start feeling the cord at home, most of the times, the baby will be too suffocated before you get to the hospital, and they might end up dying. So, high risk or risk factors is malpresentation. The baby is supposed to present with the head. If the baby is presenting with the anus or the back, there's a higher risk. I'm not saying if you present with the head, this will not occur. It can occur, but presenting with other parts, there's a higher risk. Premature rupture of membranes, polyhydramnios, there's too much amniotic fluid, so the baby was just swimming too much, led to entangling of the cord. Multiple gestations, you have twins or more, preterm pregnancy, long umbilical cord, high fetal station. Alright, it's another beautiful picture. Please, you can pause here to observe this thing. Umbilical cord is supposed to be high up there. I see the normal one. It is going down before the baby. So diagnosis is just manual examination, fetal heart rate monitoring, ultrasound. Emergency management is immediate delivery using cesarean section, manual elevation of the presenting part to relieve the pressure on the cord, maternal monitoring, okay, just to reduce the cord compression, oxygen and fluid just to stabilize the mother and also the baby.